So the way this breath works, we rest our tongue gently on the roof of our mouth. For those of you that know your favorite breathing position, go ahead and take it. We rest our tongue really gently on the roof of our mouth. We check in with our jaw and make sure that that jaw is loose. There's space in between our teeth. We check in with our shoulders and we just make sure that they are not trying to help us breathe. Shoulders are not breathing muscles, even though most of us use them for that. I like to close my eyes at the beginning, and I like to picture the top of my pubic bone and my two hip points and the triangle that they create. And then I like to picture the triangle that is created by a spot about 2 inches below the place where my ribs come together and the points of my 2 bottom ribs. If it helps, you can put your thumbs right on the points of those bottom ribs. And if you make a triangle, about the place where your, yes, exactly, about the place where your fingertips come together, that's our second triangle. And then there's another triangle right here in the middle of our chest. And so as I'm breathing in through my nose and filling up with air, and out through my nose and helping my body empty that air out, I like to picture those 3 triangles expanding as I breathe in and contracting as I breathe out. I like to focus on the bottom one first. That just works for me. You guys can focus on whichever triangle, or you can ditch this image altogether and just breathe. So I like to picture that triangle at the beginning. There's one on the front of my body, and there's another one on the back of my body. So you can picture that triangle on the back of your body. I like to picture those triangles expanding as I breathe in and contracting as I breathe out. So I like to focus on the bottom one. As I breathe in, I feel the oxygen reach all the way to my tailbone and my pubic bone and expand, which allows my diaphragm to drop, fill my lungs with air. And as I breathe out, I like to contract those triangles in. And then I focus on that second one. So it's right up here and then same place on the back of our body. Those triangles expand as you breathe in. You might feel the bottom rib actually move out of the way to make room for your diaphragm to drop and get big. And then as I breathe out, I like to feel those triangles contract back in. My ribs knit back together, both in the front and the back. And then the same thing up here in my chest. As I breathe in, I can feel that triangle expand out in all directions. The front of my chest grows big, the back of my chest grows big, and I fill with air. If that image is helping you, great, hold on to it. If it's not, let it go. And picture the breath. Breathe in through your nose and expand in 360 degrees. Yes, if you have to go to the bathroom, you will feel this in your bladder and in your colon. Breathe back out. And that's a good thing, because one of the things this breath does is it massages all of those organs. If you have digestive issues, this breathing will help. Breathe in and expand. Breathe out and contract. If you're not already, go ahead and come on down to the ground. Great place to get feedback from your body here. Check in and see if you can feel the back of your body expanding as you breathe in. All the way down your spine. And as you breathe out, see if you can feel your ribs knit up and in away from the floor. Now check in with your shoulders and make sure they are still down on the ground. Release your arms onto the ground. And start to press those feet into the floor. Tailbone stays heavy on the floor. Breathe in and expand. Now, if you lost your breath, then just release everything I'm saying about pressing. If what you need to do is just focus on the breath today, just do it. Breathe in and breathe out. For those of you that are pressing your feet into the floor, you're also going to add a contraction between your inner thighs. So our knees are pointing straight up to the ceiling. And our inner thighs are reaching for each other. They're not touching. We're just squeezing those inner thighs as though we had a pillow. You could even put a pillow between your knees if that helped, or a ball, and squeeze together. Because you're dropping your tailbone onto the ground, you're also going to feel your hip points energetically squeezing to each other. And we can start that gentle rocking. Again, only if you can maintain your breath. If you're just working your breath, or you feel your shoulders start to peel up off the ground, then just go back to the breath. Check in with your shoulders. Make sure they're on the ground, heavy. Rocking those feet side to side, pressing them into the ground, pressing the tailbone into the ground, breathing in and expanding, breathing out, squeezing those thighs towards each other. We are firing up our midline here. All of the power in our body comes from that bottom triangle, right? Your spine sits right in there. And so when you breathe in and out to that space and you create stability there, you create power for your whole spine. Breathing in, breathing out, and when it feels good, we're going to roll over to that right hand side again, using our breath to maintain control. So as we breathe in, we expand. As we breathe out, we contract, and we use that contraction to roll us over, hello, to our right hand side. Resting on the right hand side, top of our body perpendicular to the ceiling. Resting your head on your bicep if that's what's comfortable, or you can prop your head up if that's what's comfortable. Breathe in, breathe out, and lift that top leg. This is an exercise for our butt. We want to feel this back here. We are literally turning our sitting muscles on, or I guess the muscles that turn off when we sit on them. We're turning them on by lifting this top leg. So we breathe in. As we breathe out, we really contract. The motion starts here in our pelvic floor and finishes here. So it's like we push our leg up here, we pull it the rest of the way here. Yes, you guys are so good at clams. Good work. Natasha, if you don't do these regularly and you have questions about them, let me know. Feeling it here, just 3 more. Woo! Getting ready for our strength cardio conditioning that starts tonight, our muscle power. 2 more. On this next one, breathe in, breathe out, and roll it over to the other side. You guys pause on the left side. I'm going to spin around. Oh, I forgot I still have my socks on. So I can face you again. Remember, you can drop your head onto your bicep. Breathe in and expand. Breathe out and contract that top leg up. We want to just let our hip flexor relax out of this. Your hip flexor is the tendon that runs right here that's got a bunch of muscle and tendon tissue, but it's a tiny little muscle, so we don't want him doing the work here. We breathe in here. We breathe out. Yes. You guys, strong looking clams this morning. I love it. Just 3 more here. 3, 2, on your next breath out, you're going to use that power, roll yourself over and press yourself up to a seat and come on up. And we're going to nod your head. Okay, so now we get our eyes in on the action. We want those eyes to start taking in all kinds of information. Shoulders are still nice and loose, out of it. Shoulders are not in this. Let's play with narrowing our shoulders. Deep breath in, all the way down, all the way out, and lift those shoulders up as you breathe in. Get them narrow. See how they narrow up like that? Now breathe out and relax those shoulders wide. Good job. Breathe in, narrow shoulders, narrow shoulders. Breathe out and just let them out of the way. They are naturally wide. Breathe in, eyes go up. Breathe out, eyes go down. Again, you don't have to match your breath the way that I am to this movement at all. That's just the way that I can make sure that I'm actually breathing. Just a nice gentle head nod here. As soon as you feel your shoulders in on it, let them go. Breathe in and expand. Breathe out and contract, nodding our heads. Now let's think about guiding our ears back over our shoulders. This can be a huge motion, and we want to make sure that we're tucking our chin at the bottom. So we're not reaching forward. Our chin is reaching back. Eyes go up. Eyes go down. Eyes go up. Eyes go down. If it feels good, come into that pouncy puppy pose and roll your hips forward. Roll your hips back with breath. So as you're moving your body, you're massaging into that motion with breath. Eyes go up. Eyes go down. Still and stable spine now. Eyes go up. Eyes go down. Eyes go up. Eyes go down. Breathing into it. Rolling those shoulders wide. Okay, if it feels good in your body, come and join me in a Sphinx pose. You can stay seated or in that pouncy puppy pose. If you're in your Sphinx pose, press the tops of the feet into the ground. Press your pubic bone into the ground and draw back on your forearms. And now we get our head nods back. This is a huge motion. For a lot of us, when we're in this position, all we're going to focus on is breathing in, feeling our belly expand against the floor, breathing out, maintain that press. You're going to feel your glutes light up. If you're pressing your feet and you're pressing your pubic bone, your glutes are going to light up here. Draw back, pull your chest forward, and if it's okay on your cervical spine, on your neck, you can add a little bit of a head nod here. Now, it might be that instead of a head nod, you just want to go eyes up, eyes down. Eyes up. You notice my head nod is imperceptible. I am still getting all of the benefit right here. Breathe in. Breathe out. This is all about our eyes and our breath. One more. On your next breath out, pull your hands back underneath your shoulders. Press up. Lift that booty with the breath and draw it back onto your heels for child's pose. Your hands can reach forward. Your hands can be back here by your ankles or by your thighs, or you can fold your arms over and rest your forehead. I'm going to turn my head just so I can talk to you. Breathe in. Breathe out. You can pull your knees apart if you want to. Drop your belly a little bit further. Breathing in. Feel the way your belly can expand against your thighs. Breathe out. Squeeze that air out. Emptying those 3 triangles at the bottom of your spine. About a quarter of a way up your spine and right above halfway. Breathe in. Breathe out. On this next breath in, find any sticky spot and send the breath right there. Breathe in and expand. Breathe out, and on this breathe out, press yourself on up. Bring it on over into our seated rolling position. All right, let's attach that cord to the top of our head. So right here at the back of the crown of my head, remember the spine right there comes up the back of our body, through the back of our neck. So where we're lifting is from the back almost of our head. Breathe in and feel yourself get, yes, 2 inches taller. You guys just all grew 2 inches. Great work. Now breathe out and wrap everything around your spine in to hold that in place. Let's try that again. Breathe in, expand length into your spine. Breathe out, contract that length into place. So notice as I'm sitting here, I'm not curling back in my spine. If I'm in this position, I can breathe in, and as I breathe out, you're going to lift through your chest, lift that cord up towards the ceiling, and now hold that in place as I breathe out. Good job. Let's roll in that position. Breathe in. My eyes are going to look left. My arm is going to follow, reaching over towards the left side of the room. Now my eyes are going to continue. Keep looking left, twisting. Place my right hand on the floor, resting on the left side of my body, and breathe in. Breathe out and contract through those low core muscles and roll yourself over to the other side. Excellent work. Breathe in. Breathe out and contract yourself over to the other side. This should feel great, massaging your glutes. Huge, huge breathe in. Feel the way you stretch your entire spine. Breathe out. Yes. Breathe in and expand. Breathe out and contract. Okay, you can stay right there and continue to roll from side to side, or you can come on down to the floor and get our roll on. Breathe in, same motion. My eyes look for it. I'm rolling from my front to the back of my body, pausing on the side. Breathe in, open up that whole side body. Breathe out. Use your center to bring you back over other side. Breathe in. And breathe out. You can stay right here. For my rollers, go for it, you guys. Breathe and keep the breath going. And just roll for it. You can stay right here and speed up. Or you can stay right there and be slow. Or You can use that center to roll you all the way over. Breathing in. Keep the breath going. Breathing out. Breathe in. Expand through your whole trunk. Breathe out and contract. And that's what initiates the roll. Picturing that inner 5-year-old. Letting go of the thinking and just rolling, rolling. Grass in our hair. Grass stains on our brand new jeans. Our moms are going to be mad, but not till later. So for now, just woo! Roll for it. Whee! Rolling, rolling, rolling. All right, one more. Woo! And roll it back over. Woo! And come and join me. Oh my gosh, there's a balance there, right? Of maintaining our breath and just playing with it. Hey, guess what? You guys just all got about 30 seconds of play. Good job. Breathe in and expand. Breathe out and contract. Okay. Breathe in and expand. Getting our breath back. Breathe out and contract and come to your favorite rocking position. In a chair, you can do this on your back, or you can come onto all fours and get your breath going in this position. I like my toes curled under. You don't have to do that. Breathe in. Breathe out. Same 3 triangles, getting big as we breathe in and contracting as we breathe out, helping us press the breath out. Eyes are on the horizon. Again, if this is too much on your neck, you're going to flatten out that back of your cervical spine and just your eyes are going to lift. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'm looking, and my head is facing you, but I'm looking with my eyeballs towards you. Breathe in and sit back. Breathe in, breathe out. Your breath doesn't have to match your movement. But as you breathe in, feel how you can expand your spine up towards the ceiling. And as you breathe out, feel the way that your underbelly can lift up and hold that spine in place. Can you feel that? It's like a spine sandwich. Good. Spine sandwich for everyone. Breathe in and expand. Breathe out and contract. Don't worry about your range of motion. If you need to protect your wrists here, which we should protect our wrists, right? You can make a fist. Breathe in and expand. Breathe out, and this time we're going to crawl it back. So I'm going to walk my hands back, and I'm going to reach my heels toward the ground. I'm going to drop my head, deep breath into the back of my body. Breathe out and propel yourself slowly forward from your pelvic floor. Breathe in if it feels good. You can drop your hips, pull your chest through, or you can just stay on all fours. And breathe. Breathe out. Draw your hips back. One more time. We're going to crawl back. Breathe in and expand. Breathe out. Breathe in and come back to our rocking. All right. Hopefully that opened up some space in your hips and your knees and your shoulders, and maybe you play with coming a little bit further forward. I want you guys to think about that lowest part of your spine, kind of right below where your waist is on the back, and lifting that up towards the ceiling. It's almost like a cat pose, just to maintain a flat back. If I don't do that, I sink in my low back. Yes, good job. Just 3 more rocks. 2 and 1. Excellent. Rocking. All right, for my crawl around the room crawlers, go for it. Crawl all around, head up if it feels good, resting yourself with a flat cervical spine whenever you need to, and your eyes can just go up if it feels good to you and it doesn't pinch your shoulders. Head is lifted, and here for my stationary crawlers, we're going to reach out into bird dog. My left hand is going to reach forward, my right leg is reaching back. Breathe in, breathe out, and bring your elbow towards your knee. It's okay if you're wobbly here. That wobble is muscle and neural connection building, and that's what we're after. Breathe in, expand. Breathe out and contract those back together. Let's switch sides. Whew. Breathe in, lifting opposite arm, opposite leg on the other side. Breathe out, Squeeze your elbow towards your thighs. Doesn't matter how close your elbow and your thigh get. It only matters that you're thinking about energetically squeezing your leg forward and your elbow back. Replace those. And now we crawl. So you don't have to go anywhere. For my new folks, you can be actually crawling around the room. But we have some folks who are either on really hard surfaces or their knees are like, no, I do not want to climb all around the room. That hurts the skin on my knees. So if you do this stationary, it'll just protect that a little bit. Let's try lifting same arm, same leg. Attempting to keep our hips level here. Obviously, I have to move them a little bit, but using my core to try and maintain stability in my hips. All right, let's open that up now into a stretch. Reaching same arm and same leg back. Other side, same arm and same leg back. Now we got to go backwards. So my same arm and my same leg are going to reach forward, circle around, and replace themselves on the floor. Other side, reaching forward, circle around, and replace themselves on the other side. All right, if you left the room, come on back and join me. Let's look for that booty, and let's practice our cross crawl. Let's don't overthink it. I'm going to cross my right arm over my left arm, and then my right leg behind my left leg. This is a super wobbly motion. We're going to unwind. Place my leg back, and go to the other side. My left arm is going to cross over my right arm, and my left leg is crossing behind my other leg. Breathe in, breathe out, and unwind. All right, great crawling today, you guys. We will play more with crawling next time. I just really wanted to focus on the breath today. So next time, if you're missing the crawling, don't worry, we'll add more in. All right, you guys know what it's time for. This is the moment we came for. Get your breath back, breathing in, breathing out. If it has been a long time since you got up off the floor, you are definitely going to want to start this one in a chair. So grab a sturdy chair if you need it. I'm going to just shift my music here a little bit to something a little bit more full of power. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay, I guess I'm not going to. My music doesn't want to change. That's fine. We will just sing like we usually do. Get your booty on the floor tonight. Booty all the way down. You're going to breathe in and expand. And as you breathe out, you're going to use that to lift your body off the floor. All right. Great job, you guys. Let's do that again. We're going to do it on the other side. Breathe in and expand. Breathe out and use that power from the base of your spine to stand it up. Good job. That's one. I know a bunch of you are way ahead of me. Now, I want to remind you, no extra points for not using your hands. So you can also breathe in here, breathe out, come forward onto your hands. One leg is going to come forward and you're going to use that leg to press yourself up. Now, I said you're going to use that leg, but you're actually using both legs. Breathe in and expand. Breathe out. You're going to come forward. That foot is going to come around. I'm pressing with both feet here. So even the foot that is on the ground flat, my shin, I'm pressing through my shin and using that to help press myself up. Good job. All right. I know I got to catch up with my fast getter-uppers. Breathe in and expand. Breathe out and drive yourself up. Keep going. I just want to remind you guys that if you were doing this from a chair or a couch, we're switching sides every time. So you sit down, you pick your feet up, right, without tipping back too much. We pick our feet up. That's going to light us up here. I'm going to put them down and I'm going to lean to one side, more weight on one side than the other. And then as I sit down, I'm not just flopping down onto the chair. I'm sitting down on purpose, switching sides here after I pick my feet up. I almost forgot. And standing it up. Okay, let me know if you guys have questions about that. I got to catch up. 3 more. You guys can do this. Breathe in and expand. Breathe out. Ride the breath right up. And give yourself a little boogie. Oh, man, I hope Jodine gets this morning mobility in. On your birthday, you got to really boogie for the stand-up get-downs. Get down, get down. Keep it going. All right, if you guys were listening to my explanation there, and you didn't get your 10 in, You gotta get them in at some point today. All right? Promise me? High five, swear? Pooh! All right. We're gonna do one more. Woo! Again, if you didn't get your 10 in because you were listening to me talk, you gotta get them in later today. Or as I'm finishing with my stretch, you can keep working your 10 and then do your waterfalls later. Woo! Great job, you guys. I sure appreciate those of you who, give yourself a hand, who have been doing this for a while, being willing to listen as we bring some new people in. Breathe open. If you're done with your stand-up get downs, breathe it open. This time the chest can go forward, eyes go up. Deep, deep bend in those knees. Drop your torso. Drop your head. Breathe in. Breathe out and roll up. Bone by bone, your head comes up very last. Breathe in and open. Breathe out. Drop your torso. Drop your head. Roll it back up. Give yourselves a huge round of applause. Way to go. You guys definitely drop a happy birthday message. Whoa, whoa, hair, nice hair. To Jodine. I forgot to mirror my screen, you guys, so I don't know which is my left side and which is my right side. That's such a strange feeling. Okay, make sure to drop a happy birthday message to Jodine. Jodine, if you're on right now, I can't see. Happy birthday. I hope you guys have a great day. Please let me know what questions you have about this. And as we go through this challenge, we will speed this up. We've obviously gone about 11 minutes longer than we usually do today, so I appreciate your patience, just so we can be teaching this as our new folks come on board. We got to welcome them into the fold. Tosh, it was so great to have you here today. If there's somebody else who's new on, I just can't see you in my chat because I'm live, but welcome to you too. And you guys, those of you that have been here, thank you. Welcome to you too. I'm going to stop talking. Oh, yes, workout tonight. 6 p.m. Mountain Central Time. Don't worry, the recording will be saved here. You need all the same equipment, and all we're going to do is shift a little bit because I learned some great stuff about some other layers we can add on to the same workout. So we'll work with that tonight. I'll see you right back here at 6 o'clock. Have a great day, you guys. Happy birthday, Jody.